Good evening. I hope you all had an enjoyable round of golf today. My name is Dylan Jackson, as Vince said. I'd like to thank Vince Paul, President Harrison, and the entire athletic department for allowing me to speak tonight. I would also like to thank Mr. Kavanaugh and Mr. Saunders for putting up with me and my brother today. It was fun. Show of hands, how many of you remember what you were doing 129 days ago? Just a couple of you. Well, tonight I am here to tell you what I was up to 129 days ago and how I got to that day. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm from San Diego, California. I'm in my third year at Cal State Monterey Bay. I came to Monterey from San Diego to pursue a career in golf and kinesiology with a concentration in exercise science. I began playing the game of golf at age 11 and have immersed myself in the sport ever since. Me and my brother John started playing golf at about the same age, but I don't think either one of us thought our sport would lead us to a national championship. As many of you may have said to yourselves or playing partners today, golf is one of the most frustrating sports known to man. As a member of the golf team, myself and my teammates can attest to the fact that it takes a lot of patience to play on the golf team at CSUMB. For starters, who here would like to wake up at 4:45 a.m. 3 times a week and work out while having an angry coach breathe down your neck? Didn't think so. Thought I might get a couple hands, but you know. Although this aspect takes a lot of dedication and patience when you find yourself asking, why am I doing this? It always seems to pay off in the end. This brings us to March of this year. Our team was invited to a luncheon with President Harrison and her husband, Mr. John Wujak. Although none of us would know the magnitude of that day until much later, the President had very inspiring words for us. I remember her saying that the university believed in our golf team. She also said to keep working hard and great things will come. A few days later, we left for our third tournament of the spring semester. We ended up winning the event by 9 shots and had 4 players in the top 10 individually. The day after we arrived home, we all had an email from President Harrison congratulating us on the win and reminding us that she had brought us good luck with the luncheon. Fast forward 2 months, 4 days, and 21 hours later, our team is driving into the final day of the parking lot on the final day of the national championship in the vacation capital of the world, Florence, Alabama. We were coming off our 5th straight win, which included a 2nd straight conference championship and the school's first ever regional title. Coach Owen stopped us before we got out of the van and simply said, "This is a unique opportunity you have in front of you, so let's lay it out on the line and take care of business." Next thing I know, I'm walking out to the 18th green, looking at my face on the gigantic Jumbotron. Scott, DJ, and Oscar are sitting on the hill anxiously waiting with the rest of the crowd to see how the final 2 matches unfold. The feeling was overwhelming and almost hard to describe. This is it, 129 days ago. This is where our season comes to an end. None of us had been in this position before, but we were all excited to have the opportunity. To say that we were nervous would be an understatement. I take a look at my last putt, make the read at 4 inches outside the right edge, and the rest is history. I'll never forget running down the hill after my brother finished. I'll never forget our athletic director, a former linebacker for the Stanford Cardinal, shaking my hand with tears in his eyes. And I'll never forget traveling back home with our new 40-pound piece of carry-on luggage. Having support from the community was one of the best aspects of our championship run. We all felt that people were rooting for us, and in a sport that lacks a raucous, crazy crowd, this made us all more confident. After nationals were over and we arrived back in Monterey, we all felt the satisfaction of our goals being completed. But we were all sad that it had come to an end. As we arrived at our usual meeting spot, Coach Owen continued to drive. We were all confused, and after Coach pulled into the Alumni Center, we all hopped out of the van very timidly. As we walked in, we couldn't believe that a crowd of people had waited for our arrival to welcome us back. Although we had many stories to tell, it was even better hearing people explain how they almost broke the refresh button on their computer. And how you probably could have heard the yells from the athletic department when the final putt went in. Now here I am this fall with a brand new team, brand new classes, the same angry coach breathing down my neck, and the same goal of being a national champion. Thank you for your continued support of OtterAthletics, and just remember, nothing is hotter than an otter.